my gosh, you guys, this is a genuine review. Like, I am shocked. Sisters, let's jump right into it. So I have some stuff I want to play with from Prime Cosmetics. I have a couple things from MAC, and I have a new Surratt eyelash curler that I am obsessed with. So let's jump right into it. I do want to show you guys, I talked about this in a post, or I think in a comment from one of the videos I did recently, how I've been utilizing this Clinique serum with my NARS Sheer Glow, and I want to show you guys that. So I am going to do that on camera really quick and just show you kind of like my current little like face routine that I do when I run out the door. And this is just kind of, or not run out the door, but just for everyday makeup when I'm not filming, I should say. So I like to start off with my Chantecaille Rose Water Spray. Just so you guys know, they do have a travel version, which is perfect for the summer months, days, because I know a lot of people are going to be on the road. I am so excited because they actually do have a travel size. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So I did my Dermatology water cream. I'll show you guys right there. You guys know I always start the actual makeup look with that, but I do my normal Calisime skincare in the morning, which is just my Dermatology vitamin C, plus F, and then I go in with my Calisime Pro Pigment Solution, my Pro Pigment serum, and I also, like today I was a little dry, so I used the Calisime Restorative Cream, and then I go in with my Multi-Action Cream, and then I go in with my moisturizer because my skin is ultra dry right now, and that's just, my skin feels so soft and just amazing. So I can't live without my Calisime products, you guys know that. And you guys can scan that QR code for all Calisime products. You get 15% off, and when there's sales, you get 15% off plus whatever sale deals. So that's amazing. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna spray my skin with my Chantecaille Pure Rose Water, and I am obsessed with this stuff, you guys. It is so good, so good. I don't know what it is about that, but it's just mucho perfection. So I will go in with my Wise Beauty serum primer typically, but because I'm not going anywhere today, I'm not going to utilize this. But if I'm going to be out in the sun, I will put this on first. And this works really beautifully with this as well. So I am going to do a whole like bronze goddess, only using bronzers, no eyeshadows or anything, and give you kind of what I would do if I was going on vacation and do a bronze look. So I'm going to do that. And we're just going to utilize the Hourglass Quad that I already reviewed. All right, so now what I do is I just take all of these and combine them together. Where is my little magical, okay, this right here. And you guys know I feel like a chemist, like a makeup chemist. So these are the 4 products that I combine together. So first I'll go in with my Clinique Glow Active Glow Serum, and I'll use that, and I'll just do 1 little drop of that. So we're gonna do 1 drop of the Clinique Serum. That was actually too much. That's okay. A little extra moisture doesn't hurt anybody. And then what I like to do is I take the NARS Sheer Glow, and this is in Punjab. And I just take 1 pump of that. That's it. It would not be a video without me dropping things. Okay, I can't really show you guys because it's, the Clinique makes it very liquidy. Then I just do 1 little droplet of the L'Oreal Glotion, and that is in the shade Fair. And then I go in with 1 tiny droplet of this iconic London, and this is the original. And when I say 1 little droplet, I mean 1 little droplet. And then I just mix it together in my hands like that. Little ASMR. And then I just go with my hands and go like this. And it's very little foundation, but just enough to give me, like, just cover my skin. Do you see the glow it gives? I wore this the other day, and I'm telling you, I had not received so many compliments on my skin and how pretty my makeup looked. So I love this combo. You guys know I like mixing my foundations with stuff. I just think it looks better, it looks healthier. And I like just doing this with my hands. And then I'll go in with a brush if I need the extra little coverage. But for the most part, I just like going in. Can we talk about how Dermalect lash serum has been, I ran out of my City Beauty one. And let me tell you guys, because I got this in PR, I wanted to try it out. My lashes look so full, even without mascara on. I'm really impressed with it. Really impressed with it. And I do have a coupon code with Dermalect. I called it Derm Select, you guys, and I feel so bad. It's actually Dermalect, not Derm Select. Wow. Christy really needs to get her glasses. I mean, her LASIX. Because obviously the glasses aren't even helping me, and I have like bifocals, so struggle's real. Can we just talk about how good my skin looks? Now, my skin's not perfect. I have texture. I have hyperpigmentation. I have a lot going on, but it looks as good as it's going to be with foundation, where I used to think I have to cover all that up, put a full coverage foundation over it, and it just looked cakey and not good and not healthy. Nobody has perfect skin. It's okay. I'm 47 years old. I'm gonna accept it. I don't have fillers. I don't have anything done on, I am like all natural right here. I have a little bit on my forehead and a little bit through here, and that's already pretty much worn off anyway. So I don't have beautiful skin. I don't have full amazing lip filler, so I have to work with what I got, and you know, that's okay. You know, I've accepted it. I struggled I still struggle. I'm like, everybody has these big beautiful lips, and I just have these like little chicken lips, you know, and I'm just like, whatever, that's okay. That's what God gave me, and we're just gonna accept it, you know. We're gonna accept it. I have other enhancements, but I don't have any enhancements on my face. And that's okay. That's all right. All right, you guys. So I was sent over this blush from MAC Cosmetics, and this is their new strobe blushes. It's called their Beam Liquid Blush, and these are available in 10 shades, some more with matte finishes and some more with like multi-pearl finishes. This does retail for $30 US. You get about 0.14 ounces and 4.3 mils of product, so you're looking about over $6.90 per mil. This MAC Strobe Beam Liquid Blush is an iridescent liquid blush with sheer buildable coverage to strobe, sculpt, shape, and underpaint for a personalized payoff. Let's take a look at the full ingredient list right there. There are no coconut derivatives. We have water as the first ingredient. We have trimethicone and all of the below. So you guys can just see everything right there. It's quite a long list. So they sent me over 2 shades, and I have Apricot Jelly, which is a bright orange with a gold pearl. And that is a beautiful like coral shade. It's very dewy, just so you guys know that. And then the second shade is Good Vibes, and this is a deep fuchsia with multi-pearl. Really pretty. That one is probably a little more my cup of tea, but they're both beautiful. So we're gonna try them on both, and I'm gonna do one on each side just in case you guys want to see and pick this up for yourself. So again, this is not for my girlies that like a matte blush. I don't even think this is for my girlies with oily skin, just based on the texture. I have dry skin. So this is not my like preference or cup of tea. I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. I prefer more of this type of blush. This is not liquid. This is more of a cream to powder type formula. I prefer this more. This is from Sweet Beauty. This is my #1 liquid cream blush. Someone asked me the other day why I layer so much. So why do I do a cream blush and then a cream or a powdered blush? #1, blush is the first thing to go. So I always layer my blush because it will disappear throughout the day. And then as far as cream bronzers, it's just preference. You don't have to do that. It's just longevity. It's going to guarantee that that contour is going to stay on by doing the contour cream underneath the powder. So, or bronzer or whatever you want to do. It's just preference. Do I always do it? No. Sometimes I just do a powder if I'm just trying to do something very quick. So do what makes you guys feel beautiful. So let's start off with Apricot Jelly. We'll do it on this side just so you guys can see. And this is one, actually, let's do my, no, we're not going to do my concealer first because I'm going to end up taking it off. So just so you guys can see what it looks like. So again, this is Apricot Jelly. Going in with a BK Beauty 109. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my finger first and kind of just spread it out a little bit. If I go directly in with the brush, it's going to ruin my bristles. So I'm just gonna go like this, kind of spread the product around a little. Try to do it with my fingers at first so we can kind of see the application with just fingers alone. So you do get a lot of color payoff on this. This is actually not going on as orange as it looked in the swatch. So that's actually a really pretty color. A very natural way of getting a good flush to your skin with keeping kind of that radiant effect. Actually, I'm more impressed than I thought I was going to be when I just swatched it. This is first impression, so I had no idea what it was going to be like. It's pretty, like you can really sheer it out too. If you just want like just a subtle flush. So that's with nothing and that's with the blush. Let's build it up a little. I thought it was going to be way more aggressive than that. So I'm actually quite happy. Again, just gonna kind of take my fingers and blot that out. Just gives like a nice subtle glow with some color to the skin. So that's Apricot Jelly. Just taking BK Beauty 101 just to kind of blend it out a little. So there we go. That looks good. All right, now let's try Good Vibes. This is the one we'll probably stick with today. I'm gonna do a little bit more just to see. Here again with my fingers. Just gonna kind of sort that out. Let's take a different brush so that we do not, I'm gonna get another BK Beauty 109, a different one, because I don't want to mix the two. Whoa. That one's aggressive. Okay, that one this is more subtle. I don't know what to tell you guys. Wow, that was like, wow, okay. That was, you do not need a lot of that one. All right. BRB. All right. Foundation back on. And can we talk about how I didn't even use a primer? I forgot to mention that. Anyway, I ended up going in with my concealer because we're just going to do good vibes anyway. But I'm going to show you guys how to make this work. We're going to try at least together. So anyway, I did the same foundation. I did put on my concealer. I did actually did Oat today from Hourglass. I just wanted a little bit of brightening. Sometimes with my eyes, if I'm feeling like I don't look awake enough, I'll use the Oat versus the Drift. So I got a question the other day on how to basically apply concealer. I think it was Natasha. I can't remember who asked me that off the top of my head right now. But anyway, she doesn't like to use concealer. So she's like, how to do it? How do I do concealer in a way that looks the most natural? Obviously, this is not it because this is going to be more full coverage. This is going to be lighter to brighten and all of that good stuff. Now, she's 45, I'm 47. The thing about age is no matter how youthful we look, we still need a little assistance on that little bit of a lift to keep our skin, our faces looking youthful, right? Looking fresh and clean and youthful. So you do, although I always encourage if you want the most natural concealer, just use your foundation, a little bit more coverage there, but only if your foundation's more of a matte base, right? Or not matte, but more of a natural to matte, soft matte finish. Concealer is designed to be concealer. I do always recommend using concealer, in my opinion. I just think it looks better and it's made for under your eyes. Now, if you want very natural, then go with your foundation shade, but I still say go a little bit lighter. So Drift is a perfect example of that because Drift for me is, this has more peachy neutral undertones, which is my undertone, my match. You want to kind of go more on the peach to neutral side, I would say. And, or for, if you have similar skin tone to me, and you're just going to want to like put, I already did my concealer and I'll do this in a short, but you're just going to want to put like one little dot right there of the concealer and then one little dot right there. Spread it out with your fingers, blend it out as much as possible with your fingers, because with your fingers, you're gonna probably get the most natural effect. And then take your sponge where it's not too damp and it's almost dry, and then you'll just blend it out like that. And, you know, take the remainder on your eyelids, take it above your eyebrow bone, and that's it. But I will do this in a short in another video. I'll probably do a video and then turn it into a short. But anyway, that's how you would do it to get the most natural look of a concealer where you don't want that brightening effect. So today I wanted the brightening effect, so I used Oat, which was a little bit lighter, even lighter than Drift, and it had a little bit more yellow undertones. And then I go over it with the Cali Gray Eye Brightener. My choice to do that just because I think it gives a little bit more oomph to the skin. And I made that mistake in a video recently, and you guys, I can't stop doing that. So again, like sometimes we make those mistakes and we're like, hey, that's a pretty good method there. All right, so that looked a hot mess. Hot mess express. Boop, boop. Anyway, I'm such a dork. So I'm gonna go in with good vibes, but I'm gonna do what I normally tell you guys to do, and I didn't do that on this portion. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this and we're gonna dot it on the back of our hands and then work off the back of our hands to go onto the skin. So let's do it. It's intense, you guys. This color is extremely intense. I mean, can we tell by the brush? I have a feeling that's going to stain my brush, and I'm kind of bummed about that. So anyway, that's where we are. I am gonna take that. See how that's starting to work there, okay? But that's really aggressive. So I'm going to see how that can, you're right there. Ah, I can't even twist my hand that way. Okay, you know what? Let's do it right here. It's a little bit better, right? So we're gonna take a little bit more. We're gonna work that into the brush. Okay, now we're gonna go onto the cheek. There we go. There we go, people. And that's even a bit aggressive. So now I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 101 we're going to just blend. By the time we do powders and all that, we'll be fine. But yeah, that's pretty. Now that's pretty. The other way, that was a bit scary. Much better, you guys. Much better. Don't ever go spoolie to face. It's just, I've always told you guys don't do that, but I was trying to be cheeky. No pun intended. And yeah, it went sideways quick. That was like a train wreck. Boom! I saw that coming too. I really did see that coming because I always tell you guys don't do it. Let's see how well if this wipes off. Okay, all right, so it wiped off pretty good. And that's just water. So I was like, oh my gosh, is this gonna stain my skin? That's what it kind of felt like. I mean, you could even do it on your lips if you wanted to, I guess, for like a little bit of a lip stain. I have to tell you guys, I'm still loving this Too Faced one. Our little pink sparkle, our beautiful glam fam sister, she's like, I love that color on you. And I'm like, that's not even typically, like, I never wear like darker pinks. I usually just wear nude colors. But now she's got me feeling like I want to just keep doing that. It's kind of fun sometimes. And I like the stain that it leaves because it leaves this perfect little light baby pink, like a cooler pink tone. All right, taking BK Beauty 101 and we're going to blend that out. Looks good. All right, you guys, let's get on. So I'm gonna take my Stands Out puffs. You guys, I'm just obsessed with these puffs. I love these puffs so much. All right, I do like the sponge. I just got asked that in a question from our beautiful glam fam sister Maria. She had asked me if I still like the sponge. I do like the sponge. I just don't use it as much because my Dose of Color sponge is my favorite sponge for foundations. But where I like the puff, the Stands Out Beauty, I'll show you guys right there, that puff is with like cushion foundations like the Tear, or I like it with powders or even like blushes, like cream blushes. Like that would have been a good one to utilize for this blush as well. All right, so we're gonna take Stands Out Beauty Puff, one size R. I forgot to do my bronzer. You know what? We're not gonna do bronzer. We're gonna do powder today. We're switching things up. Okay, I'm gonna take that. We're gonna do more of a fresh face today. A little less bronzing. I don't do that a lot, so I thought, you know what, sometimes you gotta switch things up. Some people don't even like to use cream bronzer, so here we go. We'll do a different kind of look. We're not doing lashes, we're not even doing eyeshadow today. We're just gonna go Al Natural. Well, a little bit of bronzer to contour the eyelids, but nothing special. I just like to go around the perimeters right here where I tend to break up because this one is thicker, that I can set this down really well with the one size. I really been liking the 5NG, you guys. I haven't been using the 2R as much. But once that runs out, I have a whole new 2R, so I'll probably go back to that because I don't want to waste. Don't like wasting. And I like doing that one in the winter. Charlotte Tilbury Medium, taking the Stands Out puff, the bigger one. I like the fact that I get 2 of these for $11, you guys. That's so good. Such a good price. And I'll put the QR code right there for you guys to scan if you want to purchase these puffs. I like supporting small businesses. The owner, Marlena, is an absolute angel. She's so sweet. You guys should check out her TikTok videos. She's on TikTok. She's awesome. I love the Makeup Forever ones, but I mean, they don't need my business as much as like a small business does, so. And I like these just as much, if not a little edge over them now, so. I still like my puff, my other one. I got a lot of you onto that one, so I don't want you guys to think I don't love it anymore. All right, now I'm just going to take my skin, I'm gonna take this brush right here, my Surratt one. We're just gonna kind of brush off some of that powder. Make sure everything's nice and subtle. See how I covered up that blush with the powders, which I'm gonna do. I'm never gonna not cover up that. It's just not my thing. Some people don't, they like to leave more that radiant, dewy look. That's not my thing. Not gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna take, why is that brush there? It's not supposed to be there. I'm gonna take my Chantecaille petal. And we're gonna softly dust that underneath. I think this video is gonna go out the Sunday after Father's Day. Look at how soft that is. Just the best powder. Best powder to just blur out the pores. All right, we're gonna go in with my Surratt Grail powder with my contour brush. Let's see, I just washed all my brushes, so hopefully they're dry. If you haven't checked out my How to Clean Your Brushes 101 video, it's more of a vlog style. Definitely check that out. Went really in depth with that. Gonna have to really clean those BK Beauty brushes. So pretty. Just a very beautiful. I don't think I can use any other powder contour ever. This is just the best. I don't know what I would do if Surratt got rid of this. I don't even want to think about it. There are so many Surratt products that I use. I probably use, out of all of the brands, Surratt and Sweet Beauty are, like, for base makeup, are pretty much what I utilize. I mean, it's crazy how good they go on my skin. The quality is just impeccable. Is the packaging spectacular? No, but I want quality products. People don't look at my packaging, they look at my face, how my makeup looks. That's what's important. All right, so I haven't really been using bronzers because I've just been using the Well, I guess this is technically a bronzer, but I've just been using this just because I feel like I don't need to keep packing on a bunch of stuff. So I like it with the Surratt cheek brush just because it fits in here, as I mentioned before. I'm gonna take actually all 3 of those. I've just been going like this. And this is my custom palette that I just talked about in the last video that I bought myself on Hourglass. And I've just been really liking that, you guys. I'm trying to utilize it and not make sure I don't get that highlighter in there. Darn it. That's the only thing about this quad. I wish I would have done all bronzers and no highlighter because I'm not even going to use that highlighter. So that's wonderful. See how it just looks sun-kissed glow. Would I do this again? No. I would just do this because this is already curated and I like the squares better on this. Like, I just love these two mixed together. It just is my dream right there. My dream. It's just amazing. All right, let's take a brush and just kind of blend that out a little, just because I don't like it to look too crazy. Now I'm going to go in with my powdered blush over that. I'm going to use my Tom Ford Sun Drunk. And we're going to use Smashbox brush. And we'll just bring back that blush. Very pretty. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, now we're going to do some Sweet Beauty, and this is my Miracle powder on my Surratt brush, and give that a filter on the face. All right, Glam Fams, I did my eyebrows off camera. I want to get into this Prime Cosmetics. So this company has a lot of commercials on my channel. I was getting asked questions about this #1 tubing mascara, and I wanted to try it out myself because this is made for us ladies over 40, but even over 50 is really where they geared this towards. So this is not only going to lengthen and volumize your lashes, but this is supposed to help over time. So it's almost working like a lash serum as well. So I was really excited, and they sent me over some other goodies. So let's start off with the PrimeEyes, and this is their Prime Eye Brightener. And I did get the shade they sent over Afterglow, which is described as a pearly greige taupe. And this is called their PrimeEyes Eye Brightener, and it retails for $28 US. This is supposed to be for mature ladies over 50. It's a creamy, like a shadow stick that you can apply all over your lids from your inner corner to your eyelids to give a more lifting effect. It has nourishing jojoba oil to really awaken that eye area and illuminate it. Let's take a look at the full ingredients just so you guys know, because I don't want you guys to have, I don't want there to be anything in there that's going to affect your eyes, just in case any of you guys have any allergies to any of those ingredients. But this is supposed to give more of a lifting effect, and it's available in 5 shades, just so you guys know that. So let's go with, I'm glad they sent this shade though, because I use a lot of taupes on my channel, and although I would like a lighter one if I really like the formula, because I wouldn't mind just having the lighter one with this look, but this one will be beautiful as well. So this is again Afterglow, and it is more of like, again, a stick formula, and I'll show you guys how much product you get out of that. Actually, let's just do it here in studio. So that is how much product you're getting right there, and I'll put the ounces and mils right there. But really beautiful shade, really, really pretty. All right, let's try this out. So we're just going to put this on the lids. Very beginner friendly, you guys. Very easy to utilize, whereas you don't have any mistakes right there. And my lids are very patchy right now because they've just been itchy, and I get a lot of dermatitis on my eyelids. So this is really great for someone like me. And then you could just take your finger and blend that out. Or you can take a brush. Now this does feel like a formula that I would want to set down, but you could just leave it that way as well. Wow, that's really nice, you guys. That's really beautiful. Has a very creamy texture, very creamy. It's gonna be very forgiving on mature skin. I can tell you guys that right now. All right, I am gonna take a little powder to set that down. So I'm just gonna go in with my Chantecaille Elephant. Oh, oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Oh, that's the perfect combination right there. It's gonna be my go-to from now on. Wow, that's really pretty, you guys. It leaves this nice base for the shadows to really adhere to in such a gorgeous way. Oh, I love that, you guys. I love that. And I love that this is like just an easy one and done. Like there's not a whole lot of thought process to it. So I'm gonna use my Chantecaille eyeshadow base brush that I love using with this. Now we're just gonna kind of pat that in and go up into the crease a little. That's what I like about this brush, that it allows me to do that for those really natural days. I say that in air quotes, okay? Don't come for me. Oh. So all I have on is my Surratt as the eyeshadow base. And then when I did my brows off camera, and then I did my Armani, oh, don't, okay, I was like, do not tell me that broke. This is my Armani 21. I know it's hard to get, but anyway, that's what I have in the crease, and that's it. And then I set it down with my Surratt Griselle contour powder. It's easy. It's like literally less than 5 minutes and you'll have everything done. And you look like you did a lot. So that's pretty fantastico. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, this combo right here, it's gonna be my go-to combo off camera. It's all I'm probably gonna use because that's all you need. You don't even need a lot. I mean, my goodness, that's gorgeous. All right, I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Surratt, and I just go in with my ombre and Griselle. I mean, as you guys can tell, this is just what I do off camera all the time. And I'm just gonna take that into the thing just to blend out. This is a Rose and Ben E29 brush. Is this E29? Yeah, E29. Just like that. Easy breezy. Nothing to it, you guys. Nothing to it. Let's do a little bit of Ariel from Surratt in the inner corner. Kind of work that into that area right there. I'm just gonna give that little bit of extra brightening effect. See how that just opened my eyes more? That's important. That's very important for us ladies over 40. Over 50, over 60, you just need that little extra something, something. I'm gonna take this Hakahodo brush. This is the J5529, and we're just gonna kind of make sure that we got that situated. I'm not doing anything on the lower lash line. All right, so now we're gonna take this Prime, and this is their eyeliner. So I have their eyeliner, their mascara, and their little lip plumper. So excited to share all of that with you. This is available in 9 shades, and I have the shade Coal. It's not supposed to tug or pull at the loose skin. Again, this is all made for mature women. That's what I love about this. So it has an easy, precise application. It's water resistant and smudge proof, and it's buildable with a very velvety deep shades. You do have a dual end here with a smudger end on one side, and then you have the actual eyeliner on the other side. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna lift your eyelid and try not to mess up your makeup too much. And then just go here. Yeah, that's really nice. I've been liking the Thrive one as well, and I like the Soshi one, and obviously the Hourglass one, but this one's really nice. Yeah, absolutely no tugging, which is beautiful. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how you can kinda, I don't do wings, but you could kinda smudge this out. This is just gonna make your eyelashes look fuller when you do the eyeliner, so just keep that in mind. I'm just smudging it. I don't want a harsh line there. I like this little smudger on the end, it's nice. It allows you to kind of make it look a little bit more natural. Ooh, I like that a lot, you guys. All right, you guys, let's jump into this #1 tubing mascara for mature skin. This is called the PrimeLash mascara, and it retails for $28 US. And this is their Pro Age mascara for mature women. Let's take a look at the packaging right there. So they made this PrimeLash mascara to work on thousands of women, mature women, because of their magic wand. So it's supposed to eliminate all of those big problems we have with a lot of mascara wands. And it's supposed to separate even your thinnest lashes without having any type of glumps. It's going to grip to them, and that's why they made this very unique wand to really just grab a hold of every single lash that you have, and that those fibers right there are really going to separate them at the same time. It's supposed to give you that instant lift with also lengthening your lashes, and also have that long-term care, which I do greatly appreciate. I will show you guys the ingredients right there. Again, you're getting no clump, no smears, no smudges. It's cruelty-free, and it's supposed to give you that instant natural growth with some of those ingredients. All right, I am gonna go in first with my Surratt eyelash curler. I fell in love with this eyelash curler, you guys. I have been on a hunt for one, and I had heard theirs was really good, so I went out and bought it myself with my own code, Christy15. So I got 15% off of this, and I like my almond one from Ulta Beauty. You guys know that one has been really great because I do have almond eyes, and it was made for almond eyes. But as time went by, and because I'm not wearing lashes that much, I'm really not wearing lashes at all off camera lately. I've been looking for one that's going to keep the curl, and that just doesn't keep the curl. That's one thing it's one downfall to that. And then so I started using my tried and true Shiseido one, which is great. Actually gets a little bit even closer to the eye. I don't know if it's also because, I mean, almond eyes are typically for Asians, right? But I mean, everyone has almond, any nationality can have almond eyes, but specifically Asians, let's be honest, we have a little bit more almond to our eyes. So I thought that's going to be perfect for Asian girls. But I think Shiseido, because being a company made in Japan and a Japanese company, they did make that for Asian eyes. They did make it really great for almond eyes. So that one has been kind of my tried and true lately. And then I love my Kevyn Aucoin one because I like the versatility of the Kevyn Aucoin, where that one works really well with my false lashes too. It has the biggest opening out of any lash curler on the market. So that was the only one I could really stretch that out and get in and really mix my natural lashes with my falsies. So that's my go-to for that. But it doesn't curl it as good as like the Shiseido one does. This does it all. So this one has almost, as you guys can see right there, as almost as big of an opening as the Kevyn Aucoin, where I could do this with the falsies as well. I like the matte black. I think it's really great because mascara gets all over my Shiseido one and even my Ulta Beauty one and even the Kevyn Aucoin one. So I like that it's matte black and it just looks cleaner. All right, you guys, let's show this in action. I always feel like eyelash curlers, like watching them, is crazy looking online. So we're going to try to get all those lashes. We're going to clamp down, not pinch, because we don't want to make my eyes water. And I'm just kind of going slow, slow, and I'm working up. Gotta get the big mirror, you guys. That was not working. We're gonna hold it there. I think this works even better than a heated lash curler. You don't even have to burn. Look at that curl. Whoo, baby. All right. Off camera, typically I'd even do one eye at a time. I try to go up the lash. You can even push it that way, and that's gonna make it curl even more, so you can do that. Look at that. I don't even have to go back in and do it. Sometimes with my Shiseido one, a lot of the times, and even the Ulta one, I have to keep going. Look at that. That's without any mascara on. That's nuts. Let's do one more just to make sure we got all the lashes, but that's crazy. I have never had an eyelash curler like that. That is flippin' phenomenal. Impressed. All right, let's go in with this mascara. Okay, so I showed you guys in the studio again. I always like to kind of dot that top part off that gets a little gooey there. I don't like to do it in the bottle. I like to do it on like a paper towel. All right, let's try this in action. Oh, okay. This is first impression, you guys, so don't mind my dramatized expressions. Wow. Oh boy, yeah, that's nice. That really separates them. Do you see that? Wow, you guys, that's really nice. Wow. That's really nice. It really does separate while like keeping that lift, which I absolutely love. Oh yeah. So this is what I usually get with my MAC Giga Black, which is why I always have to use it with other mascaras. But I feel like this one, I don't have to do that. I can probably just utilize this one, which is nice. I need to give it more time, but so far, so good. Wow. I'll give you guys an update in the community tab and let you know. Again, I might do this on another day where I'm going to be out and about, so I can give you guys, let's try to. With tubing mascaras, if you're going to build, do it right away before it dries down. But even dry, that is really nice. Usually with like Thrive, I cannot do this once it's dried down. It's probably the only other one that I feel like gives that same type of effect. Wow, that's really nice. And I like that this has actual lash serums in this, so you are growing your lashes at the same time. Like, that's amazing. Look at that. It looks like I have false lashes on. Between these two, that's magical. Holy moly, it looks like I have my Ardell Wispies on. You guys, that's pretty darn cool. I don't even know if I have an affiliate link with this company. I'm just gonna leave their website below. So this is, I mean, yes, I had them send this over to me, but I would absolutely buy this. I mean, this is awesome. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a coupon code or something for you guys. So we'll see. I'll talk to them. Super nice company though. Made in the USA too. Like it. I have no false lashes on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's unreal. I'm 47, you guys. Wow, that's amazing. I love it. Oh my goodness. They look like my lashes did from the past. This is what my lashes used to look like before they got demolished by false lashes and lash extensions. Let's try it on the bottom lashes. Why do we make the ugliest faces when we do mascara? It's wonderful. I wasn't quite sure. When I saw the commercials on my YouTube videos, I was like, there's no way. Because they're all mature women. I was like, there's no way. There is way. Like, that works. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is a genuine review. Like, I am shocked. I love my lashes. Oh, it gets me emotional because I love lashes, you know? You guys know I'm a falsie girl. Like, I only like wearing falsies. This is equal to my Ardell falsies right here. Wow. Genuine experience. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Truly, that is spectacular, you guys. What it does to your confidence, I think that's what it is, you know? This is real life. This is what we are. We got no filters here. Like, this is it. This is no, like, those influencers that pop on falsies to show you how good a mascara is. This is genuine. Wow. And I cannot use any other eyelash curler now. This is phenomenal. I'll put the QR code for Surratt Beauty. I bought this myself, 15% off with my code. All right, so this is their PrimeLip Plumping Lip Balm, and it retails for $28 US. This is supposed to deliver an intense, moisture, juicy volume. So this is a 3-in-1 hybrid that replaces chapsticks, lipsticks, and glosses. It leads with hydration in its unique formula that locks in both moisture and a color tint for 5 hours. It blurs the lips and smooths toughness for a cushioning, glistening, full look. It's available in 5 buildable shades, and this is Soft Petal. Ooh. That's nice, you guys. I really like that. You're getting a good amount of color payoff with that first swipe, and I really like the texture. It's not anything intense or crazy feeling. Like, you don't feel like you want to just rub it off right away if you're really sensitive to a lip plumping effect, but it just gives that nice, like, very subtle, like, peppermint feel, like a cooling feel to the skin, to the lip skin. And it is very nice because my lips were really chapped. So it's very moisturizing and very glossy. It can kind of get messy on the applicator, so just be mindful of that. But other than that, this is a great one and done where you're getting a good amount of color payoff, but it also just looks natural and glossy at the same time. Really beautiful. I really like that. I'm impressed with everything I've tried. I would say the only thing that I wasn't really fond of for my taste, I mean, it's good if you like just something like a one and done, run out the door, and you just want something kind of glossy on your cheeks with like that nice pop of color. I would say out of the two, I think the berry one just shows up a little bit more. This one, although it's pretty and dewy, didn't really do much for me, the apricot jelly. So if I were to choose one, I like the this one, the Good Vibes one, that more berry shade. And it looks really pretty underneath my blushes and everything like that. But out of everything else, I mean, I am obsessed. I would say my favorite, if you were like, Christy, just give me 2 things because I can only afford 2 things, which I completely understand. We're all on a budget. I would add, okay, I'd have to add in 3, sorry. 2 out of the Prime Cosmetics, I would go with the eye brightener and the mascara because this is just gonna be my #1 mascara. That is fantastic. Like, seriously, this is my #1 mascara, not this is gonna be. I've never seen my lashes look this good with just mascara and just using one mascara. Typically I have to use 2, and because I always have to, I mean, nothing really in the past would beat my MAC Giga Black. It's just I like that the spoolie is extremely small on this guy. Like it's just so tiny, and it really helps like get into those lashes, and it's amazing. But I mean, I still would always have this on hand because I do think it's a little bit easier for the bottom lashes, but this is gonna be my #1 mascara. I mean, that is like, I mean, it's unreal, you guys. That is so good. Oh, you saw how emotional I got. Anyway, and I really like these shadow sticks. I want to get more shades. Like, I want every shade. Like, that is phenomenal. That was the best my Chantecaille ever went on. Okay, this combination of this and my Chantecaille Elephant, wherever it's at, is just going to be, like, I'm only going to use this. Like, that is flippin' phenomenal. Wow, I'm so impressed, you guys. And the lip plumper is really good, but I'm saying if you had to pick 2 things, that would be my two items I would choose. All right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I know my videos have been a little bit lengthy lately, so I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I do want to point out one thing with my videos. Now, I know a lot of my Glam Fam sisters join me every Sunday, and they've got a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes even you catch it during the week and you're like, ooh, I want to watch Christy's video, her new upload, and then something comes up while you're watching the video. So if you guys don't mind, I just learned this when I'm trying to learn to build my channel. They give you tips and tricks when people, because even I do this, I'll click on my video and then I'll click off because I got distracted by something. That actually is telling YouTube that you're not interested. They don't know who's watching it. So it's like, oh, that person clicked off the video. That means that video isn't that great. So we're not going to push it out to other people. So that actually does a lot of disservice to my video. So if you guys don't mind, if something comes up, you have to go to the bathroom, you have to answer the phone, you got to attend to kids. If you could just pause it instead of like clicking it off, just pause it or let it run, turn it down all the way the volume, and go on with your day and do that, and then come back to like kind of mentally. And sometimes you're like, I don't have time for that, Christy. Don't worry if you don't. It's not that big of a deal. But if you're consciously thinking about it and have the time to do that, pausing it or just letting it run and then coming back to that point really does help me out, because it's telling YouTube that they're still interested in the video. They didn't click off of it. So if you guys don't mind, you guys know that I appreciate anything you do. So even if, and also just liking the video, because liking it, and even if it's just an emoji, drop an emoji in the comments, really does tell YouTube that it's engaging. People want to go into the comments, they want to say something, and they do like the video. So that all helps me out so much. And obviously just, again, watching it all the way till the end with, some advertisements in there. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and for taking the time to spend it with me. Again, thank you so much for all the love and support. If you are new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button. Join our beautiful Glam Fam. We just would love to share this love and support with you guys. We have such a great community on here. And if you did like this video, again, please hit that like button, give it a huge thumbs up, say hello. I always love hearing from you guys. You can catch me during the week. I do upload shorts. And I'm also over on Instagram. I'd love for you to follow me at Christy Allure on Instagram. And I do have a blog website, christyallure.com, where I do have all of my Glam Fam merch. I'm so excited. I also have Glam Fit merch, Glam Life merch. My whole brand is called Glamorous Life Collections. I have that trademarked, and I just would love for you guys to check all of that out and support some of that stuff. So thank you again for all the love and support. You can click on that link right there, and that will take you to my Shop My page, where you can shop all of my favorites and every single video I've ever done. So it's all on there, where you're like, ooh, what is she wearing? What's that jewelry? What's that lipstick? It's all in there. And then all of my favorites, fashion favorites, all that good stuff. So definitely check that out. You can scan that QR code right there. Again, I greatly appreciate when you guys do that. And anything you guys do, I mean, even if it's just liking the video and watching the video, that helps support my channel. I know times are tough and we can't always afford to get all of this stuff. So I just appreciate you guys all being here. Be sure to check out that video next, and I will see you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.